spike. I don't really think he wanted those 2 hits of it, but
It's another
you know what? We got the 2 hits, and it forced the air dodge. But we are not done, ladies and gentlemen. We have one more Luigi left in bracket for you, and it is going to be, once again, another Luigi versus a campy character in Zelda. One would say a little bit more, quote-unquote, toxic than Pac-Man. But
as the kids say nowadays.
Yeah, as these young Zoomers nowadays say, toxicness runs. I mean, every character is toxic in some way. Somehow I saw a tweet, somebody calling out Doc for being a pretty toxic character.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Glenn.
But anyways,
I remember that tweet. He's already dead. Up B.
Yeah.
Inappropriate. Just scooping up Zelda from the bottom, and 1, 2. Oh, not getting the strong dare hitbox up at that time. But as you mentioned, yeah, Zelda can be another relatively campy character, or at the very least a defensive one, as they should say. The kind of character that should really give Luigi a big bane of their existence. I played this matchup quite a bit as well back in the day. It's not too fun if Zelda plays, you know, quote-unquote optimally, but like I said, Luigi players, they have the patience, but not Key, who doesn't even need the patience if Inu does another bad approach on Luigi's block. 15% on Key right now.
It's not often that you get to see a Luigi going against a Zelda at 50%. But we could be seeing the end of this game 1, but as I say that, just missing.
No!
Misplacing himself, and, no. Okay. We're back.
Stop!
But,
Stop it!
61%, dude, just let Zelda breathe. You gotta let her relax, you know, just get back on stage. She's a princess.
Princess is hard work,
you gotta be nice to princesses. I thought we were supposed to be very, kind.
No, Luigi's had it. Luigi's just pretty much had it at this point, saying, I don't care if you're a princess, if you're a deity, or what else have you, I want to win. And that's exactly what Key does right there, with one of the quickest 3 stocks that I have seen in a while here on the DNA.EXE tournament, brought to you by Master Hand Gaming. Gabe, that was a speed run.
Yeah, it was. 100%. Just 2%. He didn't even take any damage, technically, in that first stock. And then you see right there, at 15%, nothing more than that. Oh, and we're getting a little bit of a
and now back to half an hour ago.
Yeah. Somehow we went back in time, but came back to reality and got to see a beautiful down throw with catching the DI mix-up into the up B. 3 up Bs to seal 1 game on Zelda. And the question becomes, are we going to see that again? Or is Inu going to kick up? Are we going to see something different now? We're seeing a little bit more aggression.
He already has more damage on Key than he did in the entirety of the first 2 stocks that he had on him in that first game. So, it's already looking a little bit better for Inu this time around. It's interesting wanting to go to a small stage as a counter pick. You know what I mean? It's like, you figure, like, yeah, maybe if, like, Inu is able to put out the knights properly, we'll be able to actually overwhelm Key on a stage like this. But at the end of the day, if anything, Luigi, like I mentioned before, he's not the best at approaching when you're the one who has to force him to approach at a disadvantage. You can actually exploit Luigi very badly if you got him in the air, if he's the one who's actually forced to approach you. He thrives off of bad approaches instead. So on a bigger stage, if Inu would want to play a little more defensively, and that's all up to Inu, you figure a longer stage might be a little bit better for that in order to just give himself more time to react and give Key a harder time to approach. But nah, I guess it has something to do with these platforms, or maybe wanting to overwhelm him on a smaller stage instead. I don't know. He's going it right back to small battlefield despite, frankly, getting bodied that first game this time around. But we're already a minute and a half in and no stocks taken quite yet.
Ooh, as we say that though, we're going to see the first stock taken with that down throw into down B. And what we're witnessing now from Inu's playstyle is we're getting to see the placements come out. The phantom placements are now coming into effect and almost just sitting at a stalemate with those on shield. That's something that Inu's going to have to be careful with. With a character like Luigi, you don't want to stay on shield. I know you're scared of and you're just waiting for the option to come out that Luigi may throw out a dash attack or just some unsafe jab. I don't know, anything. But if you're sitting in shield for so long and you're sitting at 0% or less than 20, you could potentially be seeing a 0 to death come. But now Inu back where we started, bring this in his favor now. 43% off of just 1 phantom placement and getting enough to get back in the lead, but now the grab comes into effect. Up airs coming in.
Ooh, interesting. I felt like Key could have ran off stage and actually dared Inu there right during the lag of their air dodge, but he elected to stay on stage. Play a little safer instead, ain't no shame in that. And yeah, as far as staying in shield goes, I mean, you remember how the set between Rivers and Andromeda ended. How Rivers just charged that forward smash on Andromeda's shield and eventually just poked him through it. You hold that trigger button too long, you're the one who's going to wind up getting a little triggered in the long run.
Yep.
Weak back air, not going to launch Inu off to the blast zone just yet, but it's going to keep the pressure on with these plungers as Luigi is one to do with the ledge. Trying to read an air dodge in that time around with the up smash. Inu playing it a little safe and rocking back off the level instead. Doesn't want to hold any buttons into the sweet, loving arms of Luigi in Key this time around, but turning it around with the dash attack once again. All stage play. Here's the knight. Better get off that ledge. There you go. Very smart of Key to instantly do the double jump air dodge on the way up. He's over 100%. That knight would have scooped him off the ledge easy if he hung too long below it.
Man, beautiful call out right there. Getting just the dash attack doing just enough to get Inu off stage, but the F tilt will be enough to seal the stock on Key. And now Key has to figure out what to do to get back in this game, to get back in his favor, because now Zelda, he just can't. Just continue getting those phantom placements. Just continue doing what Zelda does best, and that is just oppressing their opponent without actually oppressing them. Just going, chilling in the back, in the corner, just using that frame data that is pretty good actually. A lot of people underrate Zelda's frame data a lot.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Lightning Kick is one of the best combo breakers in this game.
Yeah.
For sure. Because not only is it insanely fast, it also kills if you get that sweet spot. And it's got a pretty sizable sweet spot. Is this the up B? No, actually, I see what he was going for there, but he messed it up. He just wasn't feeling very confident in his option, and as a result, didn't want to up B towards the end of that platform right there. Perhaps if he had actually wave landed into the platform, it would have been better. But nah, he knew that he still had a little time to work up the perfect percent to get the down throw up B, which is in fact a confirmed proper percent in this game. Luigi is a grappler. Do not get it twisted. And he's going to grapple his way on over to losers semifinals to face the winner of Andromeda and T34. Ladies and gentlemen, Luigi ain't done yet. Oh, God, it's violent. That's not for kids. That's not for kids what just happened. If there are any children watching the stream right now, turn it off. Inappropriate. I don't like it.
It really goes to show you, man, like, in the beginning of Ultimate, how many people were, like, just against Luigi being a good character, but Wi-Fi really turned the tables for this character, not only being one of the more hated characters of Smash Ultimate now, but probably being... You got to take into consideration how good of a character Luigi can be, not just on Wi-Fi, but once offline is back, because Wi-Fi, we got to see a little bit more. We got to see the army of Luigi's come out. I know you're against it, but that's probably just because you're a bad Luigi. Just because you're a bad Luigi player doesn't mean...
I'm not a Luigi player at all.
Yes, you are. You play Luigi.
He's like my friendly's character. I never use him in bracket, like, ever.
You should